Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Swordfish. Today I'm going to be doing a video on a game that I never thought I would actually play. On actually a visual novel called Katawa Shoujo. It was recommended by a buddy of mine, and I'm actually glad I went through with it. I'm really liking it so far. Honestly, I was going to wait until I finished the first act, but it just goes on forever. There's no end in sight. I mean, I keep playing. I'm kind of rushing through it, the first act, just to finish it. But then again, I want to savor it, and even so, it's just the first act. There's no end. I have 4 hours on the game. I'm still not past the first act. Um, but I'm definitely well enough into the game to give my first impressions. The gist of the story is you're this character, Hisao, I think that's how you say it. That's how I've been saying it. You're waiting for your bus to school, I guess, and then all of a sudden this girl comes up to you, and then this girl happens to be someone Hisao has a crush on, and then she actually says, I like you too. I really want to go out with you, and then his heart starts to beat. You're like, oh, it's so cute, and then he clutches his chest. I'm like, oh shit, what's happening to him? And he collapses, and then it blacks out, and it says it's been like 9 months since my heart attack. I was like, oh my god, this kid had a heart attack. So apparently the doctor said that, he's finally ready for release, but he'll never get 100% full mobility back. So they send him to a school for, disabled kids. And then he meets a bunch of people there, such as a deaf girl named Shizune. There was a girl that was a victim of a fire named Hanako. There's a blind girl, Lily. There's a couple other ones I can't think of them off the top of my head, but apparently, from what I've seen, the first act, all the girls are introduced to you. Now there are a number of choices that you can make, and apparently that eventually, as the game goes on, you'll be able to start going out with one of these girls, become friends with them, and eventually fall in love together. So I'm really excited to see how that's going to turn out, because the characters, in my opinion, are very well done, very well done. They have great, distinctive personalities. I want to know, as the player or the reader, whatever, I want to know more about them. I want to know what happened to them. I want to know what they do in their spare time. I want to know more about them as a person. And that alone says that the characters are just extremely well done. One of my favorite characters is Kenji. He is awesome. He is. I'm pretty sure he's high most of the time, because everything he says just makes no sense. He's like paranoid about a female invasion or something, I don't know what he's talking about. And then, you walk up to him and he's talking about like building a fort in his dorm room so no females can enter. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What are you talking about? I don't know what this kid's saying half the time. But he's so badass. He's so awesome. I think he's blind. I don't remember, but he's badass. I love this kid. He's just so funny. And all the girls, most of the characters you meet in the game are girls, because all of these are potential love interests, and you could follow their little route. Think of them, now this is a very weird thing to say, think of them, I guess, as a social link from Persona, except it's just that one social link. So basically, you get to know the girl, you make choices, and apparently there are actually multiple endings for each girl, so that definitely gives plenty of incentive to play the game through numerous times. So I'm looking forward to seeing each girl's route. I'm going to start with Shizune, because that's just what I'm going to do. Again, I'm used to talking about video games. I'm not used to talking about a game where it's all about the story and absolutely nothing else, so I'm trying my best to not screw up here, but again, the story is very good so far. I like just the mere concept that you're going to this school and for disabled kids, you're meeting all these people that are helping you along that really want to get to know you, and you want to get to know them. As the player, you want to be like, oh my god, these are, they're going through a hard time. They're fun. Like Misha, she's awesome. She's Shizune, the deaf girl's translator to like sign language and everything. Again, I'm still early into the game. I haven't gotten far enough. I haven't started any of the little relationship things yet, relationship arcs, but I'm really looking forward to it. I've said it again, I'll say it more times, I just think the characters are so well done in this game. I fall in love with all of them. Like Shizune is kind of the uptight, follow every single rule in the world, and then Misha is her translator. She's like on shrooms half the time. I'm kidding. She's just really hyperactive. Who else is there? There's Lily, who's kind of this noble, classy, blind girl. She's really nice. Who else is there? There's Rin, who is basically the female Kenji. She has no arms, and I don't know what the fuck she's talking about half the time. There's Emmy, who has no legs. She runs with prosthetic legs. She's, very hyperactive, likes to go jogging and everything. She's really cute. Um, then there's Hanako, who is the girl with the burn victim. She's the most timid girl in the world. But again, I really want to get to know all these girls. That I'm really excited to see them develop, see how their relationship develops. I'm really excited to see all of this. Um, because it's just the game is not about these epic twists and everything. It's not it's so dark. It's just you're a kid, you're going through day-to-day life as with a disability. That's all it is, and it doesn't need to be any more complicated than that. That's all it needs to be, and I'm glad that's all there is. It's just a big story. That's why it's called a visual novel, and that's all I need. I'm very satisfied with what I've seen so far, and hopefully it only gets better and better. I'm very happy that I started to pick this game up. I'm loving every single minute of it. I just love the characters, and the story is awesome. It's simple enough to where you want to where it's easy to grasp, but it's deep enough to where you say where you can think of, wow, these kids are going through a really hard time. That's all that's all that needs to be said. Again, I'm really looking forward to playing through the game multiple times. As of recently, I've become obsessed with it. I've been busy kind of before, like I've been playing it back to back, but now I'm just obsessed. I just can't stop playing it. Actually, as soon as I finish this video, I'm gonna play it some more because it's so awesome. But again, I love Kenji. I can't stress that enough. He's so awesome. I want some of the drugs he's doing, because it's pretty obvious he's doing drugs. There was actually a scene where apparently Hisawa was in the shower, and then and then he gets out of the shower, and all he sees is fucking Kenji just chilling there naked. He's like, "Yo, dude, want to get some pizza?" I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Get out of here!" And he keeps asking Hisawa to borrow money. I'm like, "Dude, what the hell are you doing?" He's so weird. That kid is so fucking weird. But he just cracks me up. But everyone, all the characters are awesome. I fall in love with every one of them. I'm looking forward to see their relationships. And it's really all that needs to be said. And and real quick, also, the dialogue the script is very well written. Apparently, little history lesson. I don't know. I don't remember the entire background, but actually, this game, it takes place in Japan, but it was actually made in America first, which is a pretty neat idea. Again, even the game is completely typo free. There's no dialogue where you're like, what the fuck. Everything is well written, and that's there you go. It's Katawa Shoujo. I would highly, 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 highly recommend downloading it. It's for free. It is outstanding. I give it 2 thumbs up, 3 thumbs up if that was possible. Definitely check it out, and I'm glad I did.